Hey everybody, welcome to Nightmare Realm. I want to talk to you about some of my favorite biohacks. We talked about intermittent fasting, we talked about cold exposure. I also want to talk to you about something called red light therapy. This is something you may have not heard of. Now, this was first popularized by a lot of biohackers like Ben Greenfield and a lot of people who were like shining red lights on themselves. I'm thinking, what the heck is going on here? We have the sun, we have vitamin D3, but sometimes you live in a place like I do where it can be gloomy a lot. So I started to look into what the heck this was. And at first, I'll admit, I was skeptical. I thought, okay, well, why not just take a vitamin D supplement, which you can do. There's nothing against vitamin D, but why not just take a vitamin D supplement? Why are people using these bulbs, or there are these big things called the Juve, these big red lights, and why is this becoming such a popular thing? I didn't really think anything of it. And still, there's some study I think that needs to be done. I'm not going to say everything is known about this yet, although I think there's some very good things to look at and say that this can quite help. And with intermittent fasting, with cold exposure, I think there's a lot more data on those because those have just been around longer. We've been intermittent fasting, in my opinion, since our ancestors. So we can look back and see the progress on that. We can look back and see a lot more on cold exposure because, hey, for a long time, we've had cold exposure. This is definitely a newer thing. Why? Because this just came out, in my opinion, a few years ago when I heard of people doing this. I'm sure there were people doing this before, but until it got kind of popularized, it wasn't something I knew a whole lot of people were doing. So it kind of set my sights into what the heck this was, or what is it, what's red light therapy, why are people doing it, all that type of stuff. And what I found is that people were taking like these big Juves, like these big things with just tons of light bulbs on it, and shining red light therapy on their body, even on their lower regions, and that was helping with what they're talking about with a few things. One thing it was helping is their skin. So if you want a way to clear up your skin, if you want a way to make your skin, a lot better, that was one of the benefits they were talking about. And one thing I like about these Juve things and these red light bulbs is that it's pretty simple to do. You don't have to like go and get something really sophisticated. You just really get a lamp and a bulb, or they have the bigger Juve things, and you plug it in and you shine the red light on yourself. And to me, that was kind of appealing because you didn't have to, go out and buy tons and tons of stuff. You don't have to take a supplement every day. And for me, I'm all about the lifestyle stuff rather than just, trying to take this or take this and take this and take this, because that bogs you down sometimes, in my opinion. Sometimes it's just easier to go ahead and, grab something that you can do at your own time, in your own leisure, and with your lifestyle. So with that being said, what I did with this is I took it, I said, I'm going to try this. I'm going to give this a shot, because funny enough, red light helps with also not only skin, but with T production, helping your testosterone, helping with fertility, helping with all that stuff. So that kind of got me sold on, let me at least try it. I'm seeing a lot of people do these things. Let me at least try it. So I got this little bulb right here. What I did was unscrewed it in here, put it into a lamp, which I have a couple lamps I'll show at the end of this video, how it works, and then I just shined it on myself. Sometimes I didn't have a shirt on, sometimes, I had some stuff exposed, but what it did do is a few things that I noticed. It helped with my sleep, so my sleep was a lot better, it was a lot deeper. Sometimes if I had trouble going to sleep, the red light definitely did help. Also, what it did was, it was kind of a relaxing feeling. It's kind of like looking a little bit like in a sunny, relaxing in like a sunny type of place. The sun's coming on you, you're getting relaxed, you're chilling. It was just a really, really good feeling. It was really awesome. I did like that a lot. And then even more so, one thing that I really loved is the fact that when I woke up in the morning, I felt more energized, and I did feel like I wanted to take the day on more. It does, in my opinion, help with testosterone quite a bit. Not a medical doctor making any medical claims, but this is something that I really liked, because when I shined this on myself, it gave me a lot more energy, made me feel clearer. It just overall put me in a better mood. It's kind of like if you don't have a lot of sun and you're getting depressed and you're like, how can I get that? People often say vitamin D3. Vitamin D3 is great. I take vitamin D3 on gray and dreary type of days like this. Nothing wrong with vitamin D3. And I'm not saying all, supplements are bad, but if you can replace a supplement by a lifestyle change, I think that's even better. And I think that'll serve you more in the future, because it's just something that you are going to do for a short period of time. You don't have to put it in your body and say, hey, I want the body to process. And also, if we're going to talk about adding this to intermittent fasting, you want to take a bunch of supplements and then try to intermittent fast. It's going to be a little bit difficult, and you might not get the results you exactly want. So with that being said, I just screwed this off, shined the red light on myself. Now, it was weird looking at my phone with this red light, and I did it, I would say, about for 20 to 30 minutes. So you don't have to go crazy with it. You don't have to put the red light constantly shining on you. Actually, what I do is I shine it, and then sometimes I'll look away or I'll look off into the distance, and I'll just kind of chill. You can kind of think of it like the sun. You wouldn't want to put yourself directly in front of really hot sun rays and then just chill there. Maybe you'd want a little bit of shade, or you'd want to kind of be indirectly off to the side. And that's what I do. I'm kind of off to the side. I'm letting it hit me still, not putting it direct. Although I've seen people do that, and that's fine. I have a little bit of distance. I'm about, I'd say, 6 to 8 feet away, something like that. My couch is here, and then all the way across the room is my lamp, and I just kind of allow the red light to hit upon me, and then I relax. And that does a lot of cool things. In my opinion, it's like taking melatonin, vitamin D3, and just a couple of testosterone boosters all in one. And doing a skincare routine as well. That's why this is so cool. With this little bulb, I can just, boom, little red light, and I'm feeling great. Skin's looking better. I'm feeling better. Feeling more energized to take the day. I'm feeling like, hey, I'm actually full of energy, as opposed to some days when I'm just sluggish. I can tell the different days when I've used the red light, and testosterone just feels a lot better. I can also feel that, when I use the red light, that honestly, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to take on the day. And I combine that with the other biohacks I talked about: a cold shower or a warm shower, then you switch it to cold, and then some intermittent fasting. I think that's a recipe for an awesome day. And you don't even need coffee. You don't need to take tons and tons of stuff. You don't need to, go crazy with it. You just need to do a few things, in my opinion, in the morning, and do them right for a small amount of time, and that's going to make all the difference in your day. And as far as I'm concerned, if you keep doing that enough, it'll make all the difference in your life. Things will work better, things will feel better. Not only that, but you're going to have some awesome results. And really just give it a shot, because at first I didn't really feel anything. It did take a couple of tries. It was something I was like, well, I don't know about it. Just, could a red light really do this? Because I've been around red and blue lights working with. Could a red light, shine directly, really change anything? Because when I heard it, I was skeptical. I'm like, is this really good for your skin and your testosterone? And is it like vitamin D3 like the sun? And is it really good for all of these health things that people talk about? At first I was like, I don't know about that. But then I really did try it, and I'd say about the 4th or 5th time I was like, wow, this is pretty awesome. And it's just a light bulb, and what you want to do is just check it out online. Look for red lights online. Look for a bulb like this. You don't have to go crazy. You don't have to buy a huge panel or anything. I have seen people do that. Some of the bigger biohackers do that. But really, it just comes down to a bulb. You get a lamp, you put it 6 feet away from you, boom, right before you're about to go to bed, which is when I like to do it. I just, put the bulb in the lamp, put it off to the side directly, get a good 15-20 minutes in, relax, and then I have awesome sleep. I do feel it has helped clear up my skin a little bit. and give me better energy and makes you feel good throughout the day. So that's the power of red light therapy. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe.